Hello, 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 y'all. What's going on? I am your girl, Tamika Marable King. Thank you for tuning in to Tika Talks. I ain't really titled today's topic or anything. I just got a little something I'm just going to flow into, but you'll get the picture. So, a caterpillar is ugly, slow, slimy, and it takes all day to go 2 feet. But when it undergoes the process of metamorphosis and the caterpillar becomes a butterfly, something beautiful is born. Metamorphosis is the process of something at work on the inside trying to show up on the outside. There's only one reason a butterfly can fly. Its wings are strengthened by the work it does to break through the cocoon. If a bystander were to slit open a cocoon prior to the butterfly breaking itself loose from the cocoon, it wouldn't fly. Its wings are developed through the struggle. No struggle, no flight. Every Christian is a butterfly waiting to happen. A saint may feel like a caterpillar or even think they look like a caterpillar. But the idea is to work out their salvation in the midst of adversity because God is at work within them to do his good pleasure. Y'all, metamorphosis is defined as the process of transformation from an immature form to an adult form in 2 or more distinct stages. It's the change of form or nature of a thing or person into a completely different one by nature or supernatural means. So the position you feel trapped in is an opportunity for you to birth a beautiful gift. See, the enemy is trying to get you to forfeit, and the bystander is the enemy trying to get you to give up because it's been so bad. For many of us, this season of our lives has really been a very trying one. Some days have felt unbearable. I know I'm not just speaking for me. There are more of you out there. Sometimes you thought you were losing everything, including your mind. The same mind the enemy is trying to get you to lose is the same mind that houses the memory of your last victory. The one that God helped you to get through. The one God made happen. And the victory before that, and the victory before that. So, you get where I'm going. But to begin with, a butterfly is going to lay eggs on a plant. So then the caterpillar is birthed from one of those eggs. And then the caterpillar will eat the egg that it came out of. That's some of us. We are born into the world, and whatever environment we're raised in, we're going to feed off of. So then the caterpillar is going to grow by eating the leaves. And for us, I would say that we would begin to feed off of our worldly ways. That, we would just take on habits and behaviors that we should not. Feeding off of sin and the world. So the caterpillar sheds its skin several times so that it can grow. And for us, we shed relationships, we shed friendships, we shed jobs, we shed addictions, just different things that all of us will experience or go through. We attempt to outgrow or move beyond in an attempt to grow, to be bigger, to be better, to be able to do more. So once the caterpillar is big enough, it stops eating altogether. Okay? So that's us. When we get tired of sin, when we get tired of failure, when we get tired of disappointment, when we just get tired of ourselves, period, then we're ready for something different. And we're ready to stop feeding off of the same ways, the same behaviors, whatever it is that is causing us to be in the position that we're in that we dislike so much or that we're so disgusted with. Because, getting disgusted with a situation will definitely make you try and change a situation. So, okay, you're going to form a new appetite. Okay, back to the caterpillar. So at this point, the caterpillar forms a protective layer around itself. Some of us, new mindsets, discernment, the blood of Jesus, most importantly. So we'll be coming to the Lord for change, for love, for direction, and for protection. And over on the flip side, the caterpillar is in the stage of chrysalis, and it's now called pupa, which remains motionless inside the chrysalis. So it's a stage where when we begin to transition and try to live for God, many of us begin to feel as if things aren't really changing, nothing's happening, or it's not happening on the timetable that we desire, and we're not seeing the effects of the new us quickly enough. And it begins to be tiring and frustrating for many people, and you want to resort back to your old self, your old ways, and you want to forfeit where you're going. Somebody today, I'm telling you to keep on in the stage you're in because of what the result is going to be. At the stage where the pupa is undergoing all these changes in the chrysalis, so they're not visible, it's inside. Nobody can see what's really going on underneath the chrysalis, but the pupa is being transformed. That's the same thing with us. People can't see what's going on internally. They don't know the amount of change that is taking place on the inside of you because they cannot see that with their natural eyes. So you can't see the changes in other people immediately unless it's just based on behavior. So there's no telling what type of things God is doing on the inside of you during the stage that you feel like not enough is taking place, that so much adversity is coming from this way and that way, and the attacks just keep getting greater, and the attacks are on you, the attacks are on your children, the attacks are on your spouse, the attacks are, everywhere you turn, something is taking place that somebody who didn't or does not have God would definitely want to throw in the towel. Because if you, having God, having the ability to know he's present, to know what he is capable of, and even in those situations, there are times that you feel like giving up. Imagine those who have no connection with God, who don't have a relationship with God. So the things that would kill us or make us just wither away, they're not doing just that. Instead, God is using those things to strengthen us, to change us, to transform us internally so that we can become stronger and better. So, after about 15 days, a beautiful adult butterfly is going to emerge out of the protective layer that's called chrysalis. Now, 15 days doesn't seem like a very long time. However, any amount of struggle, any amount of pain, any amount of suffering always seems like it's going on for a long period of time, because any amount of discomfort we don't desire. So, it wouldn't matter if it was 1 day, 1 week, 1 year, 10 years, all of that pain is going to feel like pain. All of the suffering is going to be suffering. So, it's not even about the time frame. It's just about what really takes place during that particular time period in your life. So like I'm saying, on the inside of you, the changes that you really, really need are being, molded. The things that you need to be turning into, that's what's happening internally. It's not about somebody being able to see it immediately on the outside. It's about what happens on the inside that begins to radiate on the outside. So it's okay. Let what's happening happen. Be sad if you need to be sad, but be happy when you need to be happy. We got to stop being so caught up in our emotions that we don't function properly and we don't experience the goodness of God like we should, because we get trapped in a certain place, in a particular emotion, and it will just send you spiraling downward. Now when the butterfly first comes out, its wings are small and wet. And so the butterfly pumps fluids into the wings to make them strong and so that they can expand. And then after a few hours, the wings are strong enough and the butterfly is able to fly. That is some of us. So when we begin to feed off of the word of God and we are filling ourselves with his word, fellowshipping with other people who are already serving God, who are in a place that you desire to be, something that we don't need to be focusing on is thinking that because somebody is in a particular place that they are too good for you to fellowship with them or experience anything in their presence. You know, sometimes we just don't understand that we are all important. Sometimes you look at somebody else and you think, well, they're just, you know, they just have too much going on in a positive manner. I know they wouldn't want to have a conversation with me. I know they wouldn't want to encourage me, or they wouldn't want to hear my little pity party. But you don't really ever know. So you could learn something from somebody else, and you might teach them something in the process. You don't know. So be open to expanding your reach and the people you're reached by. I think that it's really hard to endure struggle. But I also think that so many beautiful things come from those dark places. And in the same way, the butterfly is flapping its wings on the inside of the cocoon, and it can't get out until the wings are strong enough for it to get out. But even when they're strong enough for it to bust out of the cocoon, the wings are still not strong enough to fly. So don't think that as you're transitioning and as you're changing, that everything about you is going to be up here on the top level. You know, you're just going to be it's going to be in stages, and you're going to grow in stages, and you're going to change in stages, and you're going to watch the things that are going on around you change, and you're going to be experiencing different hardships, because those hardships are going to grow you. So embrace whatever it is the enemy tries to knock you down with. See, and of course, he's going to use a whole lot of low blows to try and get you to tap completely out, to be over the desire to change, to not even want to become the beauty that you were created to be. He is going to he'll go to all types of low measures to make sure that you aren't able to function. But then again, like I said, the same mind that he's trying to make you lose houses the memories of the great things that God has already brought you through, that you've already conquered, that you've already been able to do. So as long as you're able to tap into that, you understand that you have the ability to keep going. You have the ability to be better, to be delivered, to win again. So take pride in knowing just that. Rejoice in that. Thank God for that. And keep pushing towards just that. So, that's it. Because, you know, I just want y'all to understand that you just have to make your mind up. And then go forth in whatever it is you're trying to do. Because this is a time that God is in need of any and everybody who is willing to wholeheartedly commit to serving him, to serving his people, and to spreading the true gospel, the true word. You know, so people, they need to understand that. And we can't be faking, we can't be playing. So we're not playing church anymore. We are the church. So you got to do the work, okay? Now, and I just want to tell you that the difference between a thought and a decision is an action. So begin to be active. Begin to do the things that you are thinking, dreaming, and writing down as your goals and your vision. You can accomplish it. So you got to say it, believe it, and mean it, okay? After that right there, let me just tell y'all this. I want to invite y'all somewhere, because we are having a women's fellowship at Greater Six Runs Missionary Baptist Church. My church with the Reverend Leslie Morrissey, you know, that's where I attend. So this coming Saturday from 9 to 12, we are going to have Powerhouse Leslie Simpson there. Deacon Derek King is going to do a presentation, and Reverend Gloria Ann Battle will be bringing forth the word. So y'all, please join us from 9 to 12, Six Runs Missionary Baptist Church. Y'all know y'all can make it, okay? And then this week's shout out goes to Miss Nadine Darden. Y'all know her. So fun, so sweet over at Walmart. And I also want to shout out my Saturday morning walking crew. Lord, Miss Janice Oates Armwood. She had us out there yesterday, 8.6 miles. She does not play, okay? And Miss Tamar Foster. And Miss Essie McNeil. I absolutely love you guys. I want you to do what you do best. That is being you. And let me just shout out Mr. DJ here rocking his Tika Talk shirt. I appreciate it.
You know how DJ roll. You know how I roll. Okay, if they like to get a T-shirt, how do they do that? You still got T-shirts?
I'm actually going to be having some T-shirts, pre-selling some shirts. So you're going to pay, and then I'm going to deliver. But I'm going to post a link. Post that on Facebook. You can email me at tikatalks@yahoo.com, or check me out on Facebook or Instagram, and I will definitely get you a shirt, okay?
Okay, You still on Facebook? I see you on Facebook.
I am.
You're doing good. You're doing good on Facebook.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, yeah. You're going places.
Come on, Jesus. Come on.
I've been in this business 43 years, and I can see where you're going at. God bless you.
I receive it.
Yeah, you're going places. You're going to go places.
Come on, God.
All right, don't forget about DJ now.
We ain't going to forget about you, brother. We
don't
got
forget
you.
about us now. I see you going places, though. All right, and your husband got anything to say? That's your daughter, right?
This is Paige.
How you doing, Miss Paige? How old you, Miss Paige?
4.
4. Okay, my granddaughter, that's turned 4. Mariah, that's turned 4 January the 7th.
Oh,
all right.
Paige about to turn 5.
Yeah, they about to turn 20.
Not listen to Tana dying.
Sure is.
Okay, it won't be long for that. Okay, thanks y'all for coming in. God bless you.
I'm happy about that.
Girl, hush, got the
All
microphone.
right. all right. Tell everybody I say hello. God
do
bless
that.
and have a smile upon you.